Hey everyone, welcome to Color Acres. Today I'm going to make some sugar cookie bars. I'm going to do something a little different with these bars though. When they're done, I'm going to actually be cutting them out with these heart-shaped cookie cutters to make little Valentine cookies. I just thought this would be a fun, different way to make little cut-out sugar cookies rather than doing the regular way of rolling them out and using the cookie cutters. That way, I'm just gonna bake the bars and then cut them out after they're baked. Kind of just something different. I feel like that this will give them a little different taste. They'll be a little bit thicker. And I've made these sugar cookie bars before and they were really good. So I just think this will be kind of a fun little way to do some little heart cookies for Valentine's Day. Then after I bake these, I'm actually gonna be sticking them in the freezer and then pulling them out closer to Valentine's Day for the little kids that I watch in my home daycare to decorate. But this way it's all done and ready to go so I don't have to think about it later. So all you need for this sugar cookie recipe is, we're gonna be using 3½ cups of flour. I'm using all-purpose flour, 1½ cup of granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of butter. I am using unsalted. You can also use salted. And if you use salted, you could omit the salt, but that's why I'm adding the teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of shortening. I am using my favorite avocado oil shortening. You can use regular shortening if that's what you have or if that's what you prefer. 2 teaspoons of almond extract. This stuff smells so good. I love it. Gives it that really, really good flavor. And I'm going to be using some of my bourbon vanilla bean paste. So if you don't have vanilla bean paste, then you'll want to use 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I have a recipe out here for the vanilla bean paste. Really, really good. Really easy to make. That's all we need. So go ahead and get your cookie sheet greased and ready to go. I sprayed mine with this avocado oil spray. Love this stuff from Costco. Same brand as my avocado oil shortening. I wish they sold that at Costco, but I can only find that at Target so far. All right, we're gonna start by putting our softened butter into our mixer or your bowl. You can do this just mixing by hand, of course, as well. Mix that with our sugar first, our 1.5 cups of sugar. Get that creamed together. Okay, next I'm gonna add in my baking powder, my salt, and my shortening. Let that mix together for a minute. Okay, now we're gonna add that yummy almond extract. And I'm gonna pour in some vanilla bean paste. Again, if you're using vanilla extract, about 1.5 teaspoons. I never measured this stuff out. I just pour a little in. This stuff is so good, smells so good. Definitely worth making. All you need is some alcohol and some vanilla beans and some sugar. Gonna scrape down the sides real quick here. I forgot, as I was telling you what you needed for this recipe, I left out the egg. You need 1 egg. Okay, I'm gonna add in my egg, my farm fresh egg. So mine is already room temperature, the best part of having chickens. You always have room temperature eggs ready to go. I love that. And they look really pretty sitting on the counter. Okay, gonna let that mix in. Okay, scrape this down again here. I need to get some of the stuff off my paddle that's not totally mixing in. Next, we're gonna start adding in our cornstarch and flour. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the 1/2 cup of cornstarch, get that mixed in. Then we'll start adding in the flour. Okay. Gonna dump in some of my flour. I'm not gonna dump this in all at once, just some of it here at a time. Okay, add in some more of the flour. The other really delicious part of this vanilla bean paste is you can see the little flecks of vanilla in what you're making. I love that. So good. Add in the rest of the flour here. Don't forget to taste that dough. Make sure it tastes okay. Tastes so good. All right. Scrape it, and then I'm just gonna do a little bit more mixing. Make sure it's all mixed together good here with my spatula. Get it all off this paddle here. And we'll get it spread into our pan and put in the oven. So your oven needs to be preheating to 350. All right, let's get this spread out onto the cookie sheet. Kind of feels like Play-Doh. This would be something kids would love to help with, spreading this out onto the cookie sheet. There we go. Just gonna use my hands because that is a lot easier to get this spread. You could also do this in just like a glass baking dish or a cake pan if you wanted yours to be a little bit thicker. But since I'm cutting mine out, I figured this was the way to go. And you could also put a little bit of flour on your fingers if it's sticking too much. Mine is sticking a little bit, but at this point, it's not too bad. Okay, we got it. Gonna stick this in the oven. I'll let you know exactly how long I bake this for. All right, just got my sugar cookies out of the oven. I baked them for 25 minutes, just until they were nice and golden brown on top. So I'm not sure if I should cut them out while they're warm or wait till they cool. So I'm gonna experiment and try doing this while they're warm. And if it doesn't go well, then I'll let them cool. I feel like they're gonna be easier to cut warm. I don't know, again, I've not done this before. So let's experiment. Let's see what happens. I kind of actually think I'm gonna do this more medium-sized heart. Okay. All right. Unless I just cut them, then I let it cool and then I take them out. That might be the way to do it. Yep, I think I've decided. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna press them all, get them cut, then I'm gonna let it cool. Then once it cools, I'll scoop them out. And then you have all those edges, those scraps, and hey, just throw them in a baggie or something to eat, right? They're still gonna be delicious. That way you're not wasting. But I just thought this was kind of a fun way to do this. So let's get these cut out. I might do a variety of shapes too. So I will do some of these really big ones also. I'm gonna try to get up close to the edge so that I'm using as much as I can. You know what? That seemed like it was gonna come out really easy. So that's good. So I'll do some big and some medium. Oh yeah, oh, these are gonna pull up nice and easy. I might see if I can get them out. My little spatula that I need is currently MIA, so my husband unloaded the dishwasher yesterday, so I'm wondering if he put it in the wrong spot. But you know what? He unloaded the dishwasher. That's what matters, right? If I had that tiny one, I could get in here and do this easily. Let's also just kind of see if I can lift it out with a knife or if I need to let it cool. We're gonna let them cool. All right. I will be back once these are cooled and I'll get them all nice and lift it out. Okay, these are still warm, but I found the spatula, yay! Yep, it was in the wrong spot. So, look, lift out really nice and easy. Gonna get them over here on my foil to cool. And oh, these edges, I was just tasting some. This stuff is delish. So again, don't throw that away. Toss that in a baggie to eat, so good. But look, perfect. This is just an easy way to do cutout cookies. I've never been really good at cutout cookies for some reason. I feel like sometimes they just don't. They spread and lose their shape, and these are just, and they're nice. Look, they're nice and thick. I love that too. No skinny cookies here. So there you have it. They're all done, they're all cut out. Mine are cooled off now. They're ready to decorate. But like I said, I'm gonna be putting mine in a gallon freezer bag and saving them for a little Valentine party the week of Valentine's Day. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're enjoying these videos, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like.